Hi everyone, I'm DJ
We are
Sean.
building a large-scale asymmetric horror game with 16 players that we believe is a unique way to approach the horror genre. To best demonstrate our idea, we're showing you 7 minutes of unedited gameplay. This shows off the game concept and type of atmosphere we're going for. Now just sit back and enjoy.
He said it better than I could. Hi guys, I'm DJ Sean and welcome to my video preview of a game that I'm really excited about called Hide or Die. Excuse me. This game is all about 15 survivors surviving against one killer. They all get started in this room that you can see right now. They're all locked together, and while everyone loads in and gets ready, everyone is confined in this space here. Once everyone is ready though, things get a little different. So I'm a big fan of games like Dead by Daylight, which is a bit hide and seek, where it's only 4 people versus 1 killer and you've got to do objectives to get out. The killer's got to kill you. This is a little bit of a similar sort of style, but it's 15 people versus 1 killer. So here everyone's in the server, we're ready to go. He's got his phone out with his little camera or torch on it, and out into the world they all go. And as you can see out there ahead, there's just not the killer that is a threat to survivalists. There's more people running around. There's some fellow survivalists up there heading around. It looks like they are on some sort of swamp map, and it is very dark and very foggy. It's right up my alley for this this style of game. I am a fan of this style of being stealthy and trying to avoid confrontation. It does remind me a little bit of Friday the 13th, if anyone's played that game, with going into houses and or opening doors, going into houses and gathering items. As you can see, we have got some items up there. Some of them looks like a tube of moisturizer, or a couple of tubs of moisturizer, and some duct tape, a couple of glass of beer, or a bottle of beer, and some other knickknacks. But I don't really know what else is he is gathering. I don't know whether this is denoting the presence of you can do objectives now, or whether it means that the killer is spawned in potentially, or the killer is close by. I'm not really sure. But his voice, or his breathing is definitely ramped up a little bit. We're going in here, we're getting more items, more tubs of stuff, and a spray can. I'm not sure what any of that stuff's for. But one really cool thing is the phone is just not a torch. As you can see here, a fellow survivalist has notified him that it's the fisherman. So there's actually in-game chat, and it's done through text messages with your phone vibrating. One of the things is, though, I don't know if the killer can hear your phone vibrating if they're right near you. That would be really cool if they could. So this guy is in a bin. He's in a dumpster bin by the looks of it. And I think you can poke your head out and have a bit of a look around. And there we go. That's really cool. Whoop. There's the killer. Can't tell me there's not going to be a few people screaming when they see Owl play this game. So, looks like the coast is clear. Jump out, have a bit of a look around. So this is a swamp area. So like I said, it looks like the killer is the fisherman. There are 3 types of killers in this game at the moment. There's a fisherman who uses a modified fish finder to detect sound. And one of the ways you can avoid that is to not run, to not use a lot of sound. As you can see, more people in the game are messaging around. There is a scientist, and he sets traps, electronic traps, and a couple of other things to catch players. He's got an electronic baseball bat. The fisherman, while I think of it, the fisherman's primary weapon is a harpoon. And I say that with my timing is rather good by saying that. So they're up against the fisherman. The primary weapon is the harpoon. And it looks like old mate down here has confirmed that the harpoon is his primary weapon. The scientist, his primary weapon is a electrified baseball bat, and the third killer, stun gun, that's cool. The third killer is a child, a kid, and they can get places where others can't. So they can do a lot. They do a lot of climbing and getting above and getting into areas where you wouldn't suspect them. So that's really cool. And they're meant to beat you up with their toys, so I don't know how scary that really is. Like I said at the start of the video, there's not just the killer who is out there hunting for you. As you saw just then, there was a stray wolf or dog that got very keen on someone. So you've got, well, you've got to be really mindful of what's around and use your ears. Like Dead by Daylight, though, there are objectives to be done. Dead by Daylight had a system where you have to start 5 generators. If you have 4 players spawn in, you've got to start 5 generators. I think it's about 2 minutes per generator where you're sitting there working on it. This is a similar concept where you've got these fuse boxes here, and as you open them up, you've got a whole bunch of fuses there that represent different keys on the keyboard. So he's going through an O and Q, is it? E, and a couple of others while he goes through and presses all those. All the while he could be attacked from who knows what or God knows what. So he's opening that, and there you go. That is the last the final generator activated. From there, that will light up a tower, which is a safe point, a safe point to spawn your items. Excuse me. I've been talking all day.
That was a vertical slice of some of our gameplay. Now we're going to show you a condensed version of how the rest of the match plays out.
So that tower you just saw, you can use that to safeguard and save your items, but you get more XP if you just go through each area without saving, apparently. In Dead by Daylight, crows being disturbed shows that someone's around that area, and that's a really good giveaway, so I don't know if that's going to be the same in this game. I don't necessarily think the killers look that scary. That guy's just got a mask on and he's got an axe running around. I don't know if that's that scary. But by the time you play this for a little while, maybe it will be. Ones that's going to be really, really good. Alrighty, so let's have a bit of a look at the old Kickstarter. So it is on Steam at the moment, just as I guess a product page there where you can't really do much with it. You can see information about the game, but you can't buy the game yet. At the moment, it's still on Kickstarter. They do go through the whole spiel with all the information about it. 16 player count, launching in October of 2018 with a beta in August. About $20, that's pretty reasonably priced, and the platform at the moment is only for PC. They give you the backstory of the game, why Kickstarter, and a whole bunch of screenshots about it that really look amazing. Do go through those in a little bit more detail. They talk to you about some of the maps, and give you some screenshots of those. They talk about the darkness and what that means. Their particle system, which is really cool. What happened when the killer finds people. With 15 survivors, that's a lot of work for a killer. They talk about loot and equipment, progression. They talk in a little bit more detail about the phone and how players can communicate, which I think is really cool. They do talk about the fuse boxes, where we were talking about before, where you've got to do objectives to be able to get to the next section. They talk about what the light towers mean, and like I said, they can skip the safe haven and risk their loot for bonus multipliers to their XP and progression. And then they talk about the killers. There's the fisherman, there's the child, and the scientist. They talk a little bit about themselves. I guess the top dogs, the big wigs there, about what their history is and some of the stuff that they've worked on. And they talk about how they're going to allocate their Kickstarter funds, which is something I really like. That gives me a little bit more confidence when I'm donating to something like this, that they've got a bit of an idea about where their allocation of money should go. And then you get into the Kickstarter tiers. So for $1, you get backer access in Discord and not much else naming the credits. $15 you get the game. $20 you get the game in the beta, $40 you get two of the beta, $55 and so on and so forth. It keeps going up from there. One of the things that I will be doing is I'm really excited about this game. So when they do come to doing a either open beta or closed beta, we will do a giveaway where I will give away 2 copies of this game free of charge. The standard protocol applies. You get 5 hours watch time up on me on Twitch, and you'll be able to enter on the night when we do the giveaway. So that is pretty much it. That's Hide or Die. Really excited. I can't wait to see it. Can't wait to stream it. Yeah, it's gonna be really good. So until that point, we'll call it there, and I'll see you guys all really soon. Bye for now.